Hello, 127th Wing. I'm General Mammen, the Wing Commander, and I want to catch you up on some things that are happening since the COVID emergency that has been declared. First, I'm filming here in the Air Refueling Group hangar 36. And as you can see behind me, there is a tanker here, and people are working, people are making things happen. The mission continues no matter what we're doing. They're out here making these airplanes flyable and ready to go. But what I want to start out talking to you about is the COVID response that the 127th Wing and the entire Michigan Air National Guard and Army National Guard have been doing. I could not be prouder as a leader in the Michigan Guard overall of our soldiers and airmen who are out there every day in the fight against this COVID response. Since the governor has declared an emergency, we have over 900 soldiers and airmen who are engaged in this effort. It's just simply amazing watching how everything is taken care of. Coming to the 127th Wing by itself, our airmen, our wingmen in the 127th Wing are out there engaged daily in different operations. We have airmen down at TCF Center in Detroit who are doing the COVID response at their hospital down there. They're primarily working logistics and other efforts down there at TCF. We have people at a food bank. Since they've been there, they have packaged over 500 tons of food, enough to feed 400 families a day. It's just absolutely amazing what they're doing. And finally, we have airmen engaged with the team of people at a testing site, and they're testing over 700 people in our community a day for COVID. It's just absolutely amazing what they're doing, and I couldn't be prouder. As a cornerstone of Michigan communities, I can't tell you, we are doing exactly what we think we should be doing. And I want to thank everybody for those efforts. You know, when you think about our federal missions that we have here at Selfridge, in addition to the COVID response, we are absolutely maintaining our readiness as an organization. Like I said a second ago, the maintenance is continuing here on these airplanes behind us. The A-10s are flying every day. They're maintaining our federal mission and our federal warfighting posture every day, doing great work, and I do appreciate that. As most of you probably already know, the May drill is going to be a lot like the April drill. Very, very small footprint here at Selfridge. In fact, it's going to really be by exception that people are here versus as a rule that they're going to be here. So your supervision should have probably already reached out to you to let you know if there's a requirement for you to be here to have to ensure your readiness moving forward. So now I'm sure you're wondering how we get back to a new sense of normal or a new normal here for the 127th Wing and our operations. So the White House a couple weeks ago put out some guidelines on how we bring the economy back. All right, there was 3 phases within those guidelines that they established. Now we're going to take the lead from our governor, from our commander-in-chief, the governor of Michigan, and how we're going to start coming out of this COVID crisis. But we're using those guidelines as a method of planning on how we actually execute that. Those 3 phases will probably take place over several weeks. Phase 1 will start bringing people back. Phase 2 will start opening up base services and bringing more people back. And in Phase 3 is when we're looking to be back into a new normal for the 127th Wing. That leads into what we're going to do for the June drill and what we're going to do for the drills beyond for the rest of the year. As of right now, I've given the commanders maximum flexibility to work their drills as they see necessary to maintain their readiness. Looking forward to the August and September drills, we are actually looking at making those super drills. Again, giving flexibility to the commanders for those who can't make the drill a super drill, but the intent being those are our opportunities to make up for the May and April drills that we have missed. Also, a big part of our consideration is our annual training plan. Because we've really lost 2 months of annual training from our normal operations due to the COVID, we're actually establishing plans right now to bring people out on annual training throughout the summer. Again, this will be targeted and for our readiness. So you can anticipate your supervisor may reach out to you and say, hey, can you do a week of annual training during this week in July or this week in August so we can fully get our readiness completely back up to speed. So with that, I'd like to hand it over to Chief Gordon for his comments.
Thank you, General Mammen. I'm Chief Master Sergeant Rick Gordon, your 127th Wing Command Chief, and coming at you from the 127th Wing Command Post. You know, General Mammen talked about how we're going to conduct business over the upcoming May drill. And he also talked about his optimism that we will soon be back to normal operations. But until that time, we've loosened some of our requirements. For example, enlisted professional military education requirements have been deferred for a time. And as you know, our physical fitness testing requirement has been postponed until at least the month of July. But I want to remind you how critically important it is to not become complacent, particularly when it comes to our physical fitness and our physical health. Before we know it, strict adherence to that program is going to come back around, and I want to make sure that you're ready when that comes to bear. And being physically ready ties right into our whole airman concept and our resiliency. Speaking of resiliency, the wing commander and I know that the last few months have been difficult for some of you. If you're struggling, don't wait until it's too late to reach out for assistance. We have the resources, whether it's mentally, spiritually, or financially, we can help you. You can find all of the information about these resources and more on our 127th Wing app under the newly created COVID-19 tab, and also on the 127th Wing public website under the COVID-19 drop-down box. So team, until we meet again, I ask that you continue to engage with your supervisory and organizational chain of command. Take care of one another, take care of yourselves, and stay safe. Back to you, sir.
Thanks, Chief. I just want to reemphasize how busy we are as an organization. With the COVID response, with all the actions happening with that and our maintaining our readiness, people have forgotten that we have still deployed and redeployed airmen within our wing. We brought back, in the middle of this crisis, we brought back about 50 members from Guam, and we deployed out about another 50 members to Southwest Asia. Just think about that. Our airmen are leaving their families in the middle of the state of emergency to get the mission done. I couldn't be prouder of them. Every day, the biggest thing that I think about is your safety. So I ask you to please be safe with everything that you're doing. Think about your social distancing. Think while we're in this crisis. So think about how you're going to keep yourself healthy and safe, because we want everybody to be back here working as soon as we can. If you need help, let us know. If you need to come out and do some work, please let us know. We'll see if your schedule can work with what we need and get things done. I appreciate what you're doing every day. I appreciate your leadership, and I appreciate your professionalism. Thank you.